Alright, time to practice my Dragoon rotation. Perfect. Okay, hello everyone, and lally ho. Today we'll be doing the Void Questline, which I have been putting it off for a very long time. So first, let's head on over to more donuts. I forgot to reset my retainers. Oh well. Alright. Whatever your name is, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce it. Let's get the show on the road. Well met, Sariel. What brings you here today? Exposition dump. Arianger did appraise me of your travels in the first, and of what became of Elidibus at long last. But I was not aware that you were working with Silva. I'm not even sure if I pronounced her name right. I consider her a comrade of sorts, though our time together was short. Look upon the twisted remains of the world you tried to save creates a bond that few can understand. At that time, we spoke of what we could hope to achieve with our newfound immortality, and of our regrets. Though I then believed what had happened to be the natural result of my age and inexperience, I now think this was merely the least painful explanation I could offer myself. Silva is right. We ought to have sought each other out before it was too late. I will not make the same mistake again. With the warring triad gone, I am indeed in need of a new purpose, but to seek it alone is folly. I should like to speak with Silva, assuming such a thing is possible. As I mentioned, she understands how I feel more than any other. Of course, all I require is your soul. Let me stop. There may be a way. You speak of the spirit vessel, correct? The means by which the science return to the source. If I understand its principles at work correctly, then it was a near miracle that you succeeded in bringing them back without killing them. If Elidibus is to be believed, however, my current state makes me something of an exception in matters of life and death. In which case, they are not to be lost from making the attempt. Please say you'll help. No, you're on your own, kid. Damn it, why are you nodding? We need an expert in spirit vessels. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. This is basically me in everyday life. I'm just winging everything. But I'm gonna make my character sound smart. Pray forgive the delay. Thou didst seek my counsel. Aye, the gifts granted young what's-his-name by Hadelin and the Asians may prove a boon in easing the transition. However, I know not to what extent, nor what might befall thy spirit should it be lost betwixt worlds. Nevertheless, I know that this is my path forward. Please, Orianger. Very well. If thou believest that thou shalt find new purpose in the first, I'll do all in my power to see thee safely there. We shall be but a few moments. Mayhap a trusty tome might keep thee occupied while I perform the necessary magics. Decent spot. That's what it's called. "'Tis done. Pray guard his vessel well." What's his name is as I and the other signs were on the first, a soul with form, yet no true body. Thus 'twas a simple matter to transfer him to the vessel using the self-same process as before. To withdraw his essence once across the rift ought to prove similarly straightforward. However, I fear that such existence cannot sustain itself indefinitely. Look at the Yazians as sample. Their persistent use of flesh and blood vessels surely hath cause, be it danger akin to that which would have befallen us had we not returned to the source. I know not, but the time may come when the boy requireth a fully corporeal form. Should this come to pass, I trust that thou shalt come to his aid. I'm not letting him use my body, if that's what you mean. For the moment, however, thou needest only convey the spirit vessel to Beck Luke. Farewell, both of thee. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Let's see, it's in my inventory. Oh, it has the icon of the actual vessel. Best not tell anyone else about this, lest you suddenly find yourself everyone's first choice in interworld ferry services. That's true. Ah, fuck, this expired. What's your name? Back again, are you? I'm played that you've grown so fond of Vran, or I would be, but you have that expression you always wear when you're about to ask me for something. I'm sorry. I trapped a boy's soul in it. You did what? After all the perils your friends faced and the labors we undertook to return them to your world, you brought another soul across the rift? Have you no common sense? Nope, none whatsoever. Yeah, you give me the objectors. It's like, nope, it's fine. Just work your magics, whichever. I'm gonna go with nope. Clearly, nevertheless, for my own peace of mind, I'll assume you have a compelling reason for this. Removing spirit from the vessel will be easy enough, I suppose. However, it requires a few moments of your breathing down my neck. Also, your friend is unlikely to materialize with clothes on, so that they'll want an audience. You should wait here, perhaps take the opportunity for some self-reflection. Oh, very well. At least I tried. We'll find you at the Wandering Stairs directly then. The Wandering what now? No going to explain yourself further. Be gone with you. Hey, don't make me smack you. Okay, what's your name? Let's continue this. You want me to speak with someone? Very well. You've done the same at my request often enough. How long are we meant to wait for this friend of yours? I do have work to do, you know. Ah, here you are. Pardon the delay. It took some time to acquire robes of an appropriate size. Is this them? Ah, finally some colorful clothes instead of the boring white robes. Silva! What's your name who I can't pronounce? Indeed, it is. Trust me, I can hardly believe that I'm here myself. I should think so. When I sent Sarah to ask after you, it never occurred to me that you might be able to cross the rift without asking aid. No mysterious mask? Lost your taste for subterfuge, I see. Like oh, no mysterious mask. My choices and my reasons are my own now. In other words, we couldn't find one. If I am to have faith in them and myself, I cannot hide who I am. Speaking of which, Nolai was kind enough to fill me in. Unlike some, hey, it's not I would have filled you in, but unfortunately the game shows for me to not tell you anything. I was interested to hear of an erstwhile hero of the 13th serving limitations of wandering stairs, but that this hero should be you surpasses the scope of even my considerable imaginings. Was that you, a Grunus Lich, so long ago? Not so long to me, or you may have, though I thought I might at least put those days behind me. Perhaps this is for the best. They're not all bad memories. They never are. I should very much like to hear your story, should you be willing to share it. Our world, like this one, had its shares of would-be heroes. Myself and what's-his-name among them. Unlike your warriors of light, however, each was unaware of or unconcerned with our fellows. In other words, you are selfish as fuck, huh? But to fight alone is to fall alone, and the insidious ether of the Aurosite used to seal primals corrupted once noble souls and turned them, one by one, to darkness. Even those who resisted this fate could not escape its consequences, no surprise, perhaps as we continued to struggle in solitude. We were spared by Asine machinations, but only as our world met its death. But what if the death could be undone? I was told that much of the first was consumed by light, as our home was by darkness, yet bands and life are being restored to even the scarred land they called the empty. If such a thing is possible, then why not the reverse? Could we not bring light back to the 13th? Even the Asines considered the 13th lost, thus was excluded from the rejoining. But what say you? You have a way of making miracles happen. Anything's possible. The world of darkness was not in a state I'd consider salvageable. I'm not gonna say that. Because I know we're gonna succeed. That doesn't sound like an empty. Oh, this is coming for you. It was the same with Ardbert. Pardon the interruption, but might I suggest a closer examination of conditions on the 13th before forming any conclusions? How would we go about that safely? We could use the Crystal Tower to open a Void Gate, couldn't we? Please? Let me ask them. According to the records, there was a group who worked out how to open small Void Gates, through which to summon minor fell beasts and the like. Magic of that nature should work, though I'm unsure if any with knowledge of the original technique yet live. That's this one right over there. I was like, actually, I know a kid who knows that. So that's the exact ability that you're talking about. He's right here at the bar right now. He was trapped in one. Yes, you do that. In the meantime, I will ready a means of peering into the depths of the void without endangering ourselves. Use these to contact me when you're prepared to open the gate. Want no link, Pearl? Or is it this your version? The very first opportunity, I promise. Really has the ancient day. Not that it should surprise me of all people, but What a fascinating place to spend one's days. I should have loved to hear more about the patrons that have passed through. Alright, kid, you're coming with me. This is a kidnapping. I'm gonna use you for your void gate opening powers. I might have to shuck you in there as a sacrifice. It's always a pleasure, Sariel. Aye, but who's your friend? I don't believe we've met. We have not, as I am not from this world. The situation is rather complicated, but I hope that you might be willing to assist me. Exposition dump. It is true that we had the means to open such portals. We called them hollows, and it was through one of these that I was drawn into the rift. So it is possible. Now with my power alone, I understand the graces of need, and were Nielbert still at my side, I should be glad to make the attempt, but the technique requires the combined force of our energies in resonance. I am a black mage. I should be able to do it technically. Once person's magic is sufficient, perhaps I could assist. For I could sense our ethereal reserves are roughly equivalent, and our physical similarities suggest our energies are not incompatible. Oh no, you're not gonna take over his body. I fear you underestimate the difficulty of the task. Neil and I were born for this, and even so, it took us years before our efforts were perfectly in step. I realize that a lot to ask, considering that we just met, but could we not at least attempt it? Yours is the only such magic I've ever heard of, and we might actually be able to save my home. May I interject? Recall that the crystals in my possession preserve the memories of the former Warriors of Light, including Nielbert's in ethereal form. If what's-his-name here has a particular talent for interpreting the minds and motives of ethereal beings, the primals, if I could apply the same principles to interpret Nielbert's crystals, spare me worth trying at the least. I'll fetch it. Speak to me, Nielbert. Yeah. His memories of training retain and remain. They do, with such strong sentiment with them. Tainer should know that Nielbert desired nothing so much as to rescue his dearest friend. He held so fearlessly to his memories of the technique you mastered together because he hoped they might be your salvation. Oh, Nielbert. I won't let them go to waste. I will do what I can to help see the 13th restored. Thank you. I won't pretend I understand that half of what's going on here. Just keep them from running headlong to anything too dangerous, will you? Nope. No promises. I'm gonna shuck them right into danger. Use them as meat shields. Nothing to worry about, so as long as you're around, I'm sure. Wicked White, I nearly forgot. I've half a dozen orders to fill. You know where to find me when you've made progress at the gate. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Well, all this talk about restoring a fucking universe and shit, I completely forgot that I still have a job here that I need to do as a fucking waitress. Assuming no one ventures near, this location should be suitable. What's your name? When I give the word, begin channeling your ether. Nielbert's memory will have told you as much, but it is imperative that you maintain focus on your ethereal resonance throughout this process. With that in mind, Sarah, I ask that you take care of any creatures that emerge from the hollow. They should not be of strength to challenge you, and will allow us to adjust our attunement without risk. Yeah, I got this. By I got this, I mean I'm gonna let them eat you up. And I'm gonna take all the glory for myself. Then let us begin. Come, flow where I tell you to. Let me attempt to match your focus. It's open, small, but enough to let something through. Be ready, Sario. Oh, it's a fucking sprite thingy. Level 80 quest, right? Alright, let's do this. It's been quite a while since I opened a gate between worlds like this, but there are some things we never forget, aren't there? Just like riding a bike. You okay there? What's your name? I'm never gonna learn how to pronounce your name. That was far too much effort for such a small gate. On the contrary, given this was our first attempt, it's incredible that we succeeded at all. Now try synchronizing your breath of mind. Focus on the rhythm of the ethereal flow. Alright, I'm ready. Well, you recovered fast. I swear, if you bring the fucking cloud of darkness in here, you two are on your own. I am getting the fuck out of here. Okay, it took 24 people to take her out the first time we fought her, and then 8 to take out a memory of her. And she... larger hollow. Of course, the voice set might be proportionally stronger. The fuck is that thing? Okay, let's get this over with. I forgot. Press the wrong button. Didn't even get to finish my rotation. How rude. Go on, open the game, blah blah blah. Why are you repeating the same shit? Where breath fans mind begin, where ether flows, mind flows. Removal. Full attunement so soon. Be ready. The fuck is that thing? This is a fucking World of Darkness music. Oh. The shit you kids are putting me through, I swear. Void Scavenger. Oh, it's dead. I've never seen that thing before. Like talking to an old friend. Yes, that's what it's like. I really use this. I think I've grasped the principle now. I only need remember the feeling for next time. I feel almost as if I do remember it. Your ether is familiar somehow, but that's impossible, of course. Oh, don't tell me he's one of your shards. Oh, that would make fucking sense. I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. Kind of like me and Ardbert. Oh, wait. Are you an Alizin kid? I can't see your ears. Now watch him make a fucking ginormous one. I don't think you needed to make it that big. That'll do nicely enough. Fly, my Porcy, fly! Fly, my piggy! Sacrifice yourself for our purposes. Well, it's made it in. And something is coming out. It ate the piggy, didn't it? What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck is that? My, that is an ugly one, isn't it? Is that your body? Is that the kid's body? So, none of you gonna help me? What about you, Tainer? You know, you guys got weapons. What about you? You used to be a warrior of darkness or whatever. Look, you even have a dagger on you. No? Nobody? Guess I'm on my own here, huh? Evelyn. I was floating on something. These two have really taken to each other, haven't they? I suppose they are similar age in some ways at any rate. Where we come further than I hope. I am truly fortunate to have found Tainer. I suspect these creatures all pose a challenge to you, mate. Don't tell Sarah about how large and horrible that one was, though. Thank you for clearing that up. The Portsea ought to be back any moment, though. Now, though I can't sense it. Odd. Perhaps it's lost. If Sarah created an ethereal beacon as he did for me, it might find its way back more easily. That might wait, or give it a go. The stare at it for a prolonged period method has proven ineffective, so you might as well try channeling your ether, as the boy suggested. Blah, blah, blah. It's just the same dialogue, just to make sure. Okay. Attuning! Keep at it. Ah, a densely Portsea-like presence. Well, I should be a void scent. I see the snout. He's like, ah, I'm finally out of there. Okay, you can close this thing now. There we are. Now close that hollow before anything follows. Now let's see if it'll open. What's the worst that can happen? Believe it has performed its task thoroughly as instructed. Good, Portsea. With luck, its opposition may lead us to a means of driving the darkness from the 13th. You know, I technically have the Light Warden still in me, don't I? Can't I just kind of launch him in there?
However, I need to review its findings and details before I can tell you more, and it could take years to deduce a suitable solution. I admit that I am impatient to find a way forward, but I have endured millennia with half as much hope as I have now. If I must wait, then that is what I shall do. Like Sariel in your Warriors of Light, I will persevere until my world is safe once more. That is what a hero does. I think you'll make a good one. You as well. If that's the end of the excitement for the time being, we should head back to the Wandering Stairs, clear out the pall of anxiety Sarag is spreading all over the place. I returned hale and whole. Not that I have any doubt you would, of course. Huh, how did you your search of the Hollow go? We may have the information we need to save the 13th. It has been some time. It may be some time, years maybe, until we can be certain, but I will be here for as long as it takes. On a subject, I've been thinking. Would you be interested in joining us? As a bounty hunter, I mean. Serg and I hunt down sin eaters and other threats. The first was saved, but it remains far from safe. You could help us protect the people here. I think I would quite like that. Protecting people. If I can do that, then perhaps I will find the strength I need when the time comes. Strength, you say? Sounds like you could use a dwarf with a massive hammer. I may have shared the tale of the 13 with a few other noted hunters. I know what it feels like to fight for something you've already lost, so you need to find a way to make it right. And I know that it's not easy to fight on your own, inconvenient as that little truth may be. Thus a new team is born. This calls for a toast. Oh god. Stop getting drunk. I don't jest so long as this lot carries their weight. I'm a bounty hunter, not a Fuka herder. Thank you so much, all of you. I'll be on to fight at your side. I shall do my best to justify the faith you have shown in me, and to save my home. Someday I hope we can visit it together. I guess that's it. Alright. Well, that's Void Questline for now. I guess we'll get more during Endwalker. Probably with the role quests. Unless they got new NPCs for that setup or something. Anyways, everyone who came by, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna end it here because I'm tired, honestly. Still exhausted from work last night. So, everyone, have a good day, have a good night, or whatever. And goodbye for now. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this video. And also, don't forget to check out the links in my description. If not, Mui will eat your children. Yeah! Wait, what?